Good evening. We are here at IntellectualRadio.com, and we're so excited, Ed and I. We're always excited when we got some great guests joining us. And we have one of the Chicago's, Gary's, one of the best. I mean, one of the best saxophone players joining us this evening. And I'm partial to a sax, of course, Mr. Reggie Foster Jr., who has played with me for about the last 3 or 4 years. He did our concert for 2015. He pulled the musicians together. He was the musical director for that, and it was just awesome. So we are so glad that he's joining us this evening.
And he just recently debuted his debut album.
Yeah, with about 6 tunes that you're going to get a chance to hear some of it, and it's called Transformation. So he has a testimony. Matter of fact, he never leaves without his sax, and he didn't think to bring it up. So our producer, Mr. Earl Winfrey, said, "You got to bring that. You got to bring that sax." So Reggie ran to get that, but we're just excited about his testimony because, and I'll let him share that with you. But the testimony is phenomenal, and we think that he's absolutely phenomenal. And while we're waiting on him, let's listen to a little bit of his music. The first tune, which is Transformation, and this is, a great treat for you. And his premiere of it Friday night, we joined him, and it was absolutely a phenomenal
premiere
evening.
was awesome.
It was awesome.
Chain.
So listen, this is a little of Reggie. Okay, we're back at IntellectualRadio.com with Zemrah. And now you see Mr. Reggie Foster Jr. right here joining us this evening.
That was
And
just
we're
a little
so excited. Yeah, that was Transformation. And that is an original. So some of the music we're going to play are originals. And then he has another one that is a couple of mix on. You have a couple of mixes going on too?
Yeah.
Not copy.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to pull the mic closer? Okay. All right.
Better? Okay.
So we're not going to tarry because we're so excited to have you, Reggie. Of course, like everybody out there, they know that Zemrah is a saxophone girl. That's one of my favorite instruments.
Yeah.
And you are the man that absolutely melts me every time you play.
Thank you.
And I was sharing with them that you put together our Here's the Life concert for 2015, and it was the best.
Thank you.
Pulled all the musicians together, and it was on point. We were so excited about it. So just tell us a little bit about your transformation, Reggie, and what prompted that, and just share. We are live on Facebook, and let everyone know what's what sparked it, what you've been through, and sharing with them. We've been together maybe about 5 or 6 years, and doing some awesome music together. But just share with them um, a little bit about Mr. Reggie Foster Jr.
Cool. Well, the title transformation started from my transformation in 2016. 2016 of November, I had a heart attack, and I was down for a week in the hospital, and um, pretty much the whole year of 2017. And I guess to sum it up, a lot of people don't like to tell their business, but I'm cool with it. It was the start of my change in my life, and I guess a lot of guys are just people don't like to admit when they're wrong or how they were. I take it as God was sitting me down and trying to get my attention, just to talk to me, allow some things to happen. And I was one of those guys who, typical musician, being a guy, just hanging out, playing, I was just one of those guys. And God kind of sat me down a little bit to kind of get my attention and, whoa, this is not the direction I want you to go in.
Wow.
And not saying that the music that I'm doing now is, I did transformation. This music is pretty much about everything that's happened to me. I have a song that on the full CD that's coming out in a couple months. It's called Peace of Mind. I have a peace of mind since my change. Transformation talks about, how God just changed me. Never Ending Story, which is on the CD that you have.
I'm Here is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, that was I did a rendition of Commission. I redone that, and it just talks about everything. It's like now my life has changed, and I totally trust God and not myself or man. I mean, we all want the favor of man. We all pray for that, but I'm also at the place where I depend solely on God to give me the favor of man and to do whatever it needs to be done in my life now, opposed to doing it myself. And, I pray about everything I do now. I just don't make moves without talking to God or anything. I should just make moves, just do whatever I felt like it's going, so that's just, I still love songs. I love songs, but I wanted to give God his first before I came back. When he allowed me to come back to put this music out, I want to give it to him first before I started doing anything else. So that's what transformation is about,
And I think really listening to the music, it is just what's so awesome about it is the connection, the spiritual connection you have within it, along with the jazz undertone. I mean, and it's like Ed was describing it, it's smooth, but yet it's still fulfilling to the soul, and you still can get up and move with it. I mean,
I wanted to kind of still be true to myself musically.
Right.
I don't want to be, I'm not. I used to be one of those guys interested in doing what the industry wants you to do, play the smooth jazz or like do whatever it takes to play this to make it. I want to be true to myself and what the gift that God has given me. If I feel like playing this, I want to play that. If I feel like writing it this way, I want to write it that way.
And you'll be able to do that too, because that's what God has given you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like to try to copycat somebody else because I'm trying to make it. It's not working, and it hasn't worked. And so now, since it's like I've started this new journey, I'm cool. I'm happy. I have a peace of mind about. The direction I'm going. So,
that's what's awesome. When you have a peace of mind, you know that you're being taken in the right direction by the right one.
Right.
That's awesome.
I'm just thinking about something similar happened to me in my life some time ago. But it seems like whenever you have a challenge or a near-death experience, you evaluate your existence real quick. And was there ever a time when you were going through all this that you lost your inspiration, you lost your creativity, you could not see music anymore?
I'm not gonna lie to you. Maybe through the whole year of 2017, I was writing this music. I didn't have a desire to actually play, which is true. It's like I felt like I'm about to lose my edge because I hadn't been playing for a while. So I had to wait for my procedure before I was able to get out and do anything. But I did feel like that I kind of lost my edge in how I played, my aggressiveness, and maybe like a couple of months ago it started coming back, like really wanting to get out and play. So yeah, I would definitely agree with you, man. You lose that, you lose that edge, or that love.
Well, I mean, to me, it was the creative, universal energy that is in everybody.
Right.
But when you lose contact with the universe, you lose contact with your spirit, it goes away.
Yeah.
And you can't see tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
You can't see creativity. You can't see, like I used to be. I used to be a builder, and I love rebuilding. Everything I saw, I corrected it.
Mm-hmm.
In my mind, I rebuilt everything I saw. I saw it as it was, and I saw it as it could be. I could do that. I could project it into the future and say, well, that looks like this, but it should look like this.
Right.
But when I lost that, and I lost my connection, and I went astray, I couldn't see anything.
I understand, man. I definitely understand.
I couldn't see because I said, man, this is serious. Because I lost who I am, because that's what I do.
Mm-hmm.
I could see things other people couldn't see. And at one time, I could see anything.
Yeah.
So I was like, you went blind.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the scariest thing. Your gift is now useless because you don't have it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It means that you can be given it and it can be taken away
at any point. And that's
had nothing to do with money.
Exactly. And that was the thing. I actually thought I was getting punished. I'm not gonna lie to you. I felt like that I was at a point getting punished because I'm like, oh wow, God's gonna take my gift. I didn't utilize it like He wanted me to. And I just sat and I thought about it. I'm telling you, I sat. I stopped. I'm going to church. I said, I'm going to church. I'm going to sit, see what's going on. And
yeah,
so
you got broken down.
yeah. I was like, oh, he done broke me down. I'm broken down. So I had to see what's happening.
Reggie, did you feel like you were going to die?
Oh yeah, the first week I was in the hospital. I stayed up almost every night. I couldn't sleep. I thought if I fell asleep, closed my eyes, I thought that was it. And I knew the kind of state that I was in, wasn't feeling good to me. And I thought I was going to die, for 2 weeks. But when I saw that things were, it calmed down. He calmed my spirit. Yeah. And I was cool then. But the first 2 weeks it was bad. I didn't sleep good at all.
It was touch and go.
Yeah.
and that's where trust comes in at.
Right.
And to have your transformation as your first song on your CD. And by the way, this is just a little bit inkling of what you have to look forward to on his full CD. And that's one of the things that I have to say, that you took your time, and the music is just phenomenal.
Thank you.
It just is. Now this is what I want you to play the next tune for us. I want you to play this next one. I really love this one. And everybody out there, I know you need to know this, and I know you hear this one. This is a remake. Yeah, that's just another piece in the middle, and I know you all have heard that before, but not like this. So just to show you, and it is so. I mean, when God deals with you, and when God has a gift for you, nothing or no one can take that away from you. And
That's
you, I
true.
mean, you
True.
have mastered that horn. So what other projects? And I know your manager is en route.
Hmm.
And then, of course, if he can't make it, by the time we're done, because I would like to, talk with him. But tell us, what are some of your upcoming dreams that you want to fulfill, and just where do you see yourself going? I was sharing before you got back, about your awesome debut, your release party Friday evening. That was just a packed house. The response was just great. And this brother has some of the most fantastic, I mean, just phenomenal musicians. He had a 28-year-old drummer that was just mind blowing.
Yeah, he's amazing.
And yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
amazing.
he was just, that's the proper word. He is
That's amazing.
amazing.
Like the kids
But
say, he's off the chain.
oh yeah, I mean, it had
Right.
Jason, who's an awesome
Keyboardist, yeah.
keyboardist, and then Multi Jewel, who
Mhm.
is just
call
that
him
a
tough.
jewel.
Tough.
They call him tough.
Yeah,
Cause
we
he
call him
is.
tough
He is
because
that.
He is
He's
Yeah.
tough. So just tell us about, some of the musicians. And that's one of the things that I just love about Reggie too, is that his musicians, I mean, have stood by him and worked with him, just like Wayne on guitar. Bad guitarists. I mean, just
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
of them were just. I mean, hey, what you heard on this CD is what it was live. I mean,
Thank you.
just tell us about how
Thank you.
long you've been with some of your musicians. And
I believe Wayne, I've been with him the longest. I've been with Wayne the longest. Over
Shit,
20,
about
about
20.
25, 28 years.
Yeah.
Been knowing him that
Okay.
long.
Uh-huh.
I had auditioned for Tyrone Block for LSD, and me and my brother auditioned. And ever since, I've been with Wayne ever since then. I mean, he's definitely been, like, I guess you say, slash mentor.
Yeah.
Like I said at the concert, he kind of keeps me in line a little bit.
Yeah.
Tell
He said it
everybody.
keeps you calm.
Yeah,
gives you some.
I had a little temper, so he kind of keeps me mellow. He mellows
Yeah.
me out.
Yeah. That's. I mean, everybody needs that. You're
Yeah,
not
he
alone
mellows
in
me
that.
out.
Yeah.
And Tough, I think Tough after is next. I've been knowing him for a little over 20 years. That man, Tough, is
He's
one
tough.
of the most amazing producers, writers.
Yeah.
I mean, around, and he's worked with me. We've done so much music, and I can't believe he's still with me, because I haven't, all the music we've done, I never put anything out, so so I'm surprised.
But that's because he trusts you.
Yeah, he trusts me.
He knows that you're gonna come out with it.
Yeah. So now I'm finally, finally putting some music out, and we're gonna be putting a lot of music out back to back for a little while. Jason Anderson, been knowing him for over 15 years, and we spoke about him.
Yeah.
Great producer, writer, arranger, and great musician.
So that's what's cool. They you got all these producers around.
Yeah. So that's
They all
cool.
pros. They're
Yeah.
actually all pros.
And
Yeah.
I had the opportunity to have a Mike Masson on the event with me.
Yes,
I mean, that was like that was kind of
Woo,
cool.
that was a treat for real.
I've been watching Mike Masson for years, and to have him play my music was like really amazing.
And he loved it. That when you gave him that solo.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he worked it.
Saying like the Incredible Hulk on the bass. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, he was amazing. He was ripping it.
Yeah.
Dwayne Coleman, excellent vocalist, another producer, musician, amazing writer. I've been knowing him for over 25 years.
Amazing.
Dwayne can blow.
Yeah. Buster Simmons, I've been knowing him I've known him, man, most of his life. Pretty much family. Kenny, I've been knowing his family. He's a part of the Franklin family. I've been knowing his family for years, but I know him a little bit. We really just connected. Actually, Monday, the drummer I had, he was having a situation with his family. His mother-in-law was getting ready to pass it. He put her in the hospital, so we keep her up. But I called him Monday, and he learned all this music. Monday to Thursday,
he nailed
it.
Yes.
So Kenneth Franklin. So I think that's everybody.
Except for the phenomenal Michelle.
Oh, Michelle! Oh yeah,
Michelle out,
that's my ace right there.
That's right. This girl, you want some background?
Yeah,
in fact, she on one of
that's
my
ace right
too.
there. Yeah, she's
on my remake that's going on my upcoming CD.
Yeah,
yeah, she on mine.
I got
too.
you.
Yeah, she's cold.
So we got some phenomenal musicians that's on this project, and it was definitely a joy and a pleasure working with them. But it was so easy to have. It was so easy to do it with great musicians. It just falls.
Everything falls in line.
It was just
when you have people that have the same love of music and the same aggressiveness and the same mindset. You got to have a winner.
Right.
You got to.
It's gonna happen.
It is.
Yeah, it's inevitable.
Well, that's something Reggie was good at, to surround himself with quality people who have a talent and a love for their talent.
Yeah.
And a respect for what the gift they've been given.
Yeah.
And that which is more important than money or anything else. That's what they want to produce.
Yeah.
And whatever it takes to do that, that's what they want to do.
Yeah.
So those kind of people you need to have in your corner.
Absolutely.
Anybody who has a problem with rehearsing or a problem with it and doesn't have the patience to figure out how to do anything, they're really not pros. You can leave them alone.
Yeah. Well, it is
real
good when
talk,
real
talk though.
Yeah, it's awesome when you got musicians that are that are same mindset. You can't lose like that.
Right.
That is important.
Well,
share with us now what you're looking at doing. Upcoming. You don't have to give away a whole lot. Because I know you kind of like to know where you're going and what you're doing before you expel everything. Yeah. But just, what some of your dreams and desires are,
Well, what's coming up next? We're going to put out this EP, which is 6 songs. This next project is going to be the full CD added with the ones that we put out now.
Mm-hmm.
And
so how many you intend on having on your full?
14.
Oh, cool.
14 tunes.
Woo, 14 tunes.
Yeah, they tell me they always tell me that's too much. Don't do it. But I just do what I want to do. I mean,
that's right.
The industry like to tell you what to do, but that's just me.
Right.
When the creator gives you got that information, you have no limit to what you can give.
And that's just a double CD.
Pretty much.
Nothing's wrong with that.
So what we're doing, I'm putting out the full CD and I'm putting out a traditional CD. And what brought on the traditional, the church that I'm at, a New Revelation. I started there, and they love hymns.
Wonderful minister too, by the way.
Oh, Pastor Edward Turner. Oh yeah. That's my man. I mean, supportive. Anything I need, he's right there. I mean,
look, they did Friday night. They did Jesus, and they did
Kings and Kingdoms.
God is Jesus is the center of my joy. Oh my God, we were in tears.
That arrangement was smoking.
I mean, it was that Reggie played that, and I mean, I was just in tears.
Thank you.
Because for one thing, I was just so excited for you.
Thank you.
Because you hadn't been, like you said, and he had nerve enough to say he was rusty. Well, I said, if that was rust, I don't want to see something brand new.
You gotta slap you.
Oh, wow.
A little rusty.
Earl, you should have heard that. I mean, it would have melted.
A little rusty, man.
And the brother, Dwayne Coleman, oh my God. He had you on your feet. Jesus. Woo. I mean, he sung that song.
Mad,
I would try to sing it with you, but I think we have to wrap this show up.
So go ahead on. I'm sorry.
But I'm putting out a traditional CD for the older saints. Like I said, the hymn. That's actually what really helped me to really, get myself together with those whole hymns. All those. Oh, they tell stories.
Yeah,
tell stories. So I did a hymn compilation for the church, and so I'm putting the full CD out plus that CD. Then after that, we're gonna do a CD for the couples. So a love CD. So that. Ooh. So pretty much everything's done already. So that's the direction. And then my future. Mm-hmm. What I'm looking to do is a production company / label. Yeah. So I'm working on that.
God's gonna bless you with that.
Yeah. That's because a lot of times we artists we don't get to do. We don't get to write or do how we feel to do. Right. We're told what to do, and a lot of times, I don't want to get all into it to kind of
No, but it's the truth.
No. Go ahead, get into it.
That's why Earl
this is what they call intellectual radio.
Yeah.
This is good. Intellectual radio is where you can ask anything you want to ask.
Yeah.
Get all the information you need and answer all the questions you were scared to ask. We're gonna tell you the truth.
Well, you know what it is. It's like, you know, a lot of labels, they don't, you know, they feel they know what's best for you, and you know what you want to do with the gift that you have. And I feel this is how I feel about it. I feel if they market it how you feel, I still think it'll work. I don't think there's no. I think it's how they do it is how the people are going to receive it. Exactly. So if they do it the way you've given it to them, it'll still work. You know, that's what I believe. I don't believe that we have to be subject to their directions. You know, I know they market it and they put it out there, but it's our music. You know, they like to flip it and make it the way they want to make it. And I'm at that, you know, at that point, I'm not interested in that. You know? So I want to.
It's always good when you can produce your own, because I relate to that.
Well, people are a little bit jealous because creative people are admired, and people who are not creative, they try to hang on their coattails and say, well, you create this, let me put my creativity in, which I don't have any, but I'll try to change what you just made.
It ain't nothing. Sometimes it ain't nothing but just a note or two, and they say they produced it. I mean, it's the craziest thing how this is.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, they'll put their stamp on something, and all they did is just change one note, change this,
so you can get their name on your work.
That's it. That's all.
That's it.
And that's how the industry works, and I'm not interested in that.
So
I'm looking
too gifted. If you can
to
do
help
that,
other
would
people.
Be awesome. That would be awesome.
Help other people, you know, get their music out there, or produce some things for them, or write some things for them, or you know, just help them, you know, put their vision out there, you know, what they want to do.
There's a market for what you have. There's a market. I mean, even in the church alone, there are thousands of people that go to church every Sunday and nothing to do afterwards.
Yeah.
There's no entertainment for them.
Yeah.
It used to be, because when I was little, my grandmother, we could play hymns at home.
Right.
We had the gospel music on CD, on the record player, on the LPs. We could play things by Mahalia Jackson and whatnot. But you don't have that anymore.
No.
So when the people who go to church every day, once they leave church, there's no place to go.
Yeah.
They're all dressed up and no place to go.
True.
So where do they go to hear their music? Now, I had an idea years ago about having concerts just for churches. So, you know, every month, the church would give a big concert and they would come to that. Since they're not going out to the club or can't afford the big concerts downtown, they can come to a church concert and have the major band or the premier players, like the ones in your band, to smoke that joint, you know.
Yeah.
And they have a really good time everywhere you go. And you could run that circuit. I mean,
with the thousands of churches we have in every
we
block.
Talking all of it. We're not
every block.
We're not into the denomination. We don't really care. If you Pentecostal, Baptist, whatever, we'll play West Side, South Side. We come into your neighborhood.
Yeah.
And we're gonna blow the place up. And the word to get out.
Yeah.
This is the place to go. We do everything else in church. It's a community organization. That's where you go for your entertainment.
Well, that was unique. Cause tell us why you decided to have your debut at your church, which I thought was awesome, and it turned out really excellent.
I was actually interested to see how people would react to some of the music, you know, because you know Gary is kind of like a traditional area, and I wanted to see how they would react to it, and because this particular project was more of a contemporary CD. So I wanted to see how they would react to it, and they really responded, actually, surprisingly to me.
They was on their feet.
Yeah, they were on their feet, and
the whole evening.
So I know if it's going to work there,
it's going to
work anywhere.
Yeah.
Because, you know, older people, they like to hear traditional music. They like to hear certain music. And I'm not saying they're not just on that, but when you're in church, they want to hear something else. And how they responded was really amazing. I was really appreciative to them, to their response. It was amazing.
Because you shook the roof. That's why.
Really? Now, when did you start playing sax, and where did you get that from?
My dad's a musician. My uncles are musician. My mom sings. So we came up. You know, we came up
in a musical home.
My brother played keys, and I wanted to play. You know, I've always wanted to do what my dad did. That was always something I wanted to do. So my dad played sax. But I was always a competitive. I wanted to beat him. That was my thing. So
That's what you said to him.
Yeah. He'll tell everybody. Yeah, he's still number two. That's what he tells everybody. But that was always the thing for me to try to. I wanted to get him. I wanted to be the best, and he was my
role model.
My role model, and playing music. To try to beat him.
Now, what type of music did he play?
He played gospel. He came up. He was in the church. Period. Tradition.
Nothing
period.
wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that, but that was his thing. I got it kind of connected. I like smooth jazz. I like Kurt Williams, Gerald Albright, guys like that, Michael Brecker, Chick Corea,
And unfortunately, they ain't got nothing on Reggie Foster Jr.
Yeah. Well, let me say this so make sure y'all didn't hear me say that. I didn't say that.
I said it. He ain't gonna be that thing. I said
them jokers.
Gerald Albright, them boys.
Them some smooth man.
Reggie, you can give him some run for your money, and you got to know that, baby.
I appreciate that.
You don't have to ring your own bell.
I ain't saying I can run with them, but them some tough.
Oh yeah, I agree. They cold-blooded now, but you can run with them.
Those are how would you say, iconic? Those are the guys who've been in the game for so many years.
That's right.
I mean, they've been. And so to come behind them and have something to have some direction, it's amazing.
Yeah. Well, you can handle your own. You're at IntellectualRadio.com with Zemrah. Here's Life with Zemrah. And we're going to hear, let's hear the next one.
Grace and
Give you a taste of this one.
is what I found. I didn't do a thing but trusting you. The way wasn't clean, Lord, but you came anyway. You saved my soul from burning hell. This is so true. I can't believe the thing that you pulled me out. I can't raise my hands. Now I can see, but I can't stop. Got to make it. There was trouble everywhere now, but I did it to myself. Trying to do the unthinkable, trying to do it on myself. But here you come again, just like you used to. Your grace and your mercy, how can I thank you? I can't believe it. But now I'm found. Oh Lord, I just want to thank you for saving me. I was lost, but now I'm found. Oh, I just want to thank you for saving me.
That was never ending. Now that's an original, right? And that's Michelle vocals. Michelle, this girl is cold. She bad. She is. Lovely, lovely lady. Oh, you wrote that?
Me and my partner, Jesse Thompson.
Wow.
Columbus, Ohio. We wrote the song together. Yeah.
Nice. I heard that. I said, man, that's sweet. That was nice. So, I mean, when you listen to that, who wouldn't want to step on that? You can step on that. You can move.
Yeah, you
Yeah. So it just goes to show you and feel good doing it. That's right. That's right. I mean that your music is really really beautiful. Now, out of those, which one is your favorite, you think?
I love them all. I
Yeah.
love them all, but I would say
Victory was nice too, Reggie.
Victory was nice, but "Tis So Sweet" is actually
That
like
is.
one of my favorites. I would say the one that would grab me most because it's really musical.
Yeah.
Because it's more musical. We took a hymn and kind of flipped it a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of it.
Towards the end, they got that flavor you got on.
Yeah,
It's real different.
Yeah, a lot of different.
Real different.
Yeah, we gotta play that one. It's the fourth one. I mean the fifth one. "'Tis So Sweet." I want you to make sure that you continue to like me on Facebook. If you have any suggestions, go to Zemrah1 at yahoo.com. If you have any suggestions, we're still next week. We're looking at my assistant, who's going to bring you share some great information with you on her wonderful, wonderful trip. She is a travel agent, and she books some fabulous trips. So Wilda Belt will be here joining us next Tuesday, 6 to 7, talking about what she does. This is one of Reggie's favorites. "'Tis So Sweet."
Hey, 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 yeah.
"'Tis So Sweet," and that is sweet. Now you can. Hey, what you can do on that? It's so sweet. I can see why you love that. We loved it too when Ed and I heard it. Now that's dynamic.
Got a little funk flavor to it.
Yeah, a whole lot of funk flavor to it. Now you wrote that too?
Oh, that's the hymn. Just so sweet. We rearranged.
Oh
it.
yeah.
We kind of.
Oh wow.
Our own twist to it.
Now you really put a twist to that one. Tis so sweet. That's right.
Zemrah, I thought you had a twist.
Yeah. Now that's right. That's what they always say. Zemrah got a twist. Well, Reggie put a real twist on that.
Right.
But that's what's great. That's when you can take something and do your own thing with it. That's what makes you stand out. That's what it's all about.
Freedom.
Yeah. And one of the things when we can musically, and that's one of the things when we can, really support one another and help, people hear, like it's my joy for somebody to hear this kind of music because God has just blessed us. We as a people are blessed with so many gifts and musically we the ones.
Yeah.
We got it. From way back, we got it.
Naturally.
That's right. It's natural. And if and people need to know that and get that. We are absolutely a gifted group of people.
Put it out there.
And you know what I love about me, if I can say so?
Go ahead.
I really love hearing other musicians and vocalists.
Yeah.
I'm a vocalist myself, but I can absolutely say I loved listening to Miss Michelle the other night. I love, and it doesn't take anything away.
Right. It's just, I think it's great because you get to steal something.
Well, yeah. Now that's
I'm gonna put that in my little
right. That's right.
I'm just kidding.
That's right. But no, it's true. But you get a chance to get the feel of what somebody else expresses and how they bring or how they present a song, and it just and to be able to hear your own.
Yeah, and hear somebody else's creativity.
Exactly.
That's really cool.
It is.
That's really cool to hear what somebody else is thinking. Like, oh man, I would have never thought to do that.
Right.
That's kind of, and it makes you kind of like work harder to even.
Exactly.
Which is really great because when a gift is given to the universe and put out there in the universe, everyone takes it a little differently.
Exactly.
Right.
And it makes it great for everybody because of the difference.
And you embrace it. You don't get intimidated. You embrace it.
You embrace it. You support. That's another thing. We need to just support each other.
We do.
Yeah. And we support each other. It's enough for everybody.
Hello.
Hello,
because this show is it's a whole great big field of us that can sing, as they say, not sing, sing. Come on in, Wayne.
Come on in here.
This is Reggie's manager, and we want him to be able to talk a little bit. No, he can sit here. Is this on? Here, you sit here.
No, don't sit right.
Well, okay. Well, we're glad you made it, Wayne. Dwayne. They twins. They throw me off. Yeah. So we're glad that you got an opportunity to make it. Dwayne is Reggie's manager, who I'm so happy for him. And I know Dwayne is going to do it just right for him because and you recognize the gift that Reggie Foster Jr. has. So how did you come about where you and he's the brother, they're twins. I came into Reggie's concert Friday night and I just hugged, hey Wayne and all. And he said, well, Wayne is downstairs. I said, oh, okay. So yeah. But I had never met you before.
Oh, well, nice to meet you.
Right. So Dwayne, tell us what prompted you to decide to manage Reggie. And I know you saw the quality and what he had to bring, and what do you see coming for him?
Well, I think for the most part, the gift is what's most important. And when I say that, I mean the gift that God has given him through the ministry in the music that he's bringing forth. A lot of times when we think about music, we think about how it makes you feel, how it touches you. But by the same token, in this particular field, the especially with the CD that he's working on right now, and will be out soon, is that the gift that God has given it will inspire and encourage people to not only feel a certain way, but also inspire you to do. And the message that's given once he tells his testimony is what we're the goal, because the music is just an avenue to talk about the actual ministry. So as people begin to hear the music and then see and speak with them, that's what's going to come forth. And that's, to me, is what stands out more so than just the music. It's the ministry behind the music.
Wonderful. It's the testimony that he has.
Yes.
Because he's got a testimony.
Mhm.
And that is what's powerful. And that just lets you know that whatever, like Ed was saying, whatever challenges that you go through, whatever you're experiencing, that, just be open about it, honest about it. God can make a difference in your life if you just open up that heart and let him in.
And that's what it's doing. It's reaching out to people in this particular testimony that he has. It's going to show people that, it's okay to go through whatever it is that you're going through, but it's not always how you go. It's not always what you're going through. It's how you go through it.
Yeah, you don't let that define your future or what you need to do for yourself. You can keep it moving. As I always say, as long as you can walk, talk, and breathe. What do we say? Keep it moving. And that's, it's as simple as that. That is my philosophy, because a lot of people get all mixed up and all turned around on what they might be going through, or the suffering that they might have to go through, or whatever. But at the end of the road, there is always a rainbow and a shining light if you open your eyes and you embrace that. We always say that when you embrace life, life will certainly embrace you back. And that's why I love that song so much. Here's the life. All you give is all you get. So give it all you got. That is real.
If you never quit, you never lose.
Right.
That's right.
And that's the most important
quit.
thing. That's right.
No matter what it looks like, don't stop.
That's right. Don't stop, because there's always an opportunity.
And I would say I think that's the blessing that I'm thankful for, that blessing that God's given me, not to ever give up. It's been hope. Bunch of times you just want to see it like,
I know.
But you just keep pushing. I thank God for that strength, because it's not me. There's been plenty of times I want to just let it go, but God is definitely. I appreciate him for that, because he could have just said, send it to somebody else who wants to do it the way I want to do it.
Yeah.
But he was patient and grace.
Yeah.
And so I appreciate that. So,
you opened your heart and you recognize that is the key, is that Reggie recognized what God was showing him, and even through the challenge of the heart attack.
Yeah.
Through the heart attack, God took your heart and turned it around, which I thought you were always a great brother internally. It's a thing of when you know people and you know their heart, then you know what God can do, and it's not that difficult. It's just a changed mind and a changed attitude, and God saw that in you. And so, what we're going to say out there is look and watch what happens. And it's going to be a phenomenal experience for you. And I'm very, very excited for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Someone said that it is at the precipice of life where you find your salvation. It's at the edges when you think it's all over and you've just given up. And sometimes it takes for you to give up in order for the universe to give you what you're supposed to have. Because you got to get out the way.
Like you said earlier, man, it's like that at the end, it looked like it's about to be over.
That's where that's where the lesson is.
Yeah. Because you don't never give up. You just kind of
take it to the end.
Take it
and
look
it
at
going.
it.
Once you say, ain't nothing else I can do.
That's right.
And let it go. That's when
you allow him to do what he does.
Right.
He should have been doing for you in the first place. You know what I'm saying?
You're just in the way.
Yeah, exactly. You're just in the way. So
that's right.
So
well, we're so glad that we're very happy for you, Reggie. Glad that you came out. What I'm going to do is continue to embrace and play your music when on our show. And, I think, and I've always said it anyway, and then I am partial because, again, the sax is one of my favorite instruments. But, you do it so well.
Thank you.
And I will definitely be, sharing and playing your music because I really and truly feel that it's time for the world to hear you.
Thank you.
It is.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Me
that's
too.
what I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
It's time. It's time.
Yeah.
It's time for the world to hear you. And we're gonna make sure that they hear it on our segment of our show. Here's the Life with Zemrah and Ed, and we want you all out there to. What's your website? Give us some information. So if anybody wants to purchase your CD.
Well, right now we'll be putting Transformation out this week.
Okay.
The single will be out, and the rest of the project will be out shortly after.
And where will they be able to go and purchase
CD
it?
Baby, iTunes.
Okay, CD Baby, iTunes.
Right.
You go right there and check out Transformation, and don't take no duplicates, don't take no copies.
No.
You make sure that you go and support this brother by
Support it,
going
buy
to
it.
iTunes
Right.
and going to CD Baby.
And if you try to dub it, I think it may stop. So don't do it. This warning is gonna stop.
Don't try it. Don't try it.
Don't try it.
That's
Don't
right.
try it.
That's right. So we want to make sure that whoever is calling me, that they know that my show is 6 to 7 on Tuesdays. We're here every Tuesday.
They should know this.
Yeah.
Every Tuesday, here's the Life with Zemrah. Again, we want to thank Wanda. We want to always thank our producer, Mr. Earl Winfrey.
Thank you.
For
Appreciate you.
Having this platform for us to be able to share our thoughts. We talk about love. We talk about relationships. We talk about life.
Everything.
And we really, really talk about life. We talk about young people. And as we always give you some of my music. And I'm still working on my Love is Possible CD. And we're really, really behind with it. But we're working on some things to make sure that in the next couple of months that I'm able to really come out with that, because I know you've been waiting. So we're going to work on that diligently. We've got a little delay, but again, hopefully you won't be waiting too much longer, and you'll be able to hear Love is Possible.
And
it is.
And it'll be worth the wait.
Yeah, it will be worth the wait. So again, we want to thank Dwayne. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts about Reggie. We wish you many, many blessings. And thank you, Reggie, for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
I appreciate you so much.
And whenever you want to come back, we welcome you.
Thank you.
Here's the Life with Zemrah. I got it right this time.
Hey.
Yeah, we got it right this time. And that's my tune that I go out with. We wish you say, here's the life. And we know that Reggie got it right this time. We know you do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this means Zemrah. We got it right this time. Make sure you join us next Tuesday. We say good night to you.
Of my dreams, we must have been dreaming the same good thing. We just hooked up with the powers that be. They hooked up with the power in me. No more unrealistic arrangements. And I've had enough of going through changes. So here it is, so good it makes me wonder, why did it take so long to find my thunder? I got it right this time. This time I got it right. This time I got it right. I got it right. I learned to open the universe and ask, what is it worth to have a not to have the love of your life? And it said to me, you better get right. What a joy it used to be in harmony, just letting love flow free and naturally. I am so grateful for this love sensation.